Hello, I'm Dr. Mahua. Today we'll be discussing the derivation of grand utility possibility frontier, and then we will be deriving the Bliss point. That is finally the equilibrium situation, which has been taking into consideration both the production and the consumption. So now for that, first of all, we have got a factor endowment, and from the factor endowment, suppose we have a definite amount of labor and capital, and with this definite amount of labor and capital, we have got a production possibility curve. That is that different amount of output which will be possibly produced with the using of this factor endowment. So now with this, we have got now the two goods which will be produced, and that is our production possibility frontier. Now the question is that this optimal output has to be also optimally consumed by and it has to be optimally preferred by the consumer. So at the point where the slope of the PPF, production possibility frontier, is equal to the the same as the slope of the IC, that's at that point only we will be having MRT XY is equal to MRS XY is equal to MRS XY of A and B. So in this point we will be taking, suppose this is the point A, and at this point A, these two slopes are equal, and so we get a point A. In the same way, again with the changes in the factor endowment, so we cannot consider that the factor endowment will remain same all through the time. So with one fixed factor endowment, we get a production possibility curve which gets optimally distributed among the consumer, and we got the point A with the same slope of the MRT XY and MRS XY A and B. So now we got the first point. Now again the factor endowment have changed. We will be having another second production function, and with that second production function, again that has to be optimally distributed among the consumer's preference. So in this way we will be having another production possibility curve within which we will be having an Edgeworth box, and the consumer's preference optimally has to be distributed. Now in this way we will be again have a point B, suppose, which will be equilibrium and which will be settling down this condition MRT XY is equal to MRS XY A and B. Now in this condition the point is this: we will be getting a set of points. We will be getting set of points, and with this set of points we will be getting a utility possibility frontier. We will be having this way or sum of the curves. According to the different production possibility, we will be having sets of different utility possibility frontier. Now the question is this: out of lots of utility possibility frontier, will not be able to get a one solution. So to get that, we will be doing one process. We will be taking the hump of all the utility possibility frontier. So the hump, when we join together the highest point of all the utility possibility frontier, we get the grand utility possibility frontier. That is called the GUPF, the grand utility possibility frontier, by joining together all the highest point of the individual utility possibility frontier, which we have derived by combining the production function and the consumption function together. So now when we got this utility possibility frontier, we got the ultimate distribution of the commodities, that is the best contribution distribution of the commodities. Now the question is that in this ideal solution, that is, this is the grand utility possibility frontier, that has to be consumed optimally by the consumers. Now in this model, it has been assumed that the society is represented by the two individual A and B, and their indifference curve is supposed represented by this. So the point where this indifference curve of individual A and B representing the society gets tangent to the grand utility possibility frontier, that point is called the Bliss point. So the Bliss point is nothing but the condition MRT XY is equal to MRS XY A and MRS XY of B is been satisfied. So this is the Bliss point, the point at which IC is tangenting the grand utility possibility frontier. So now this is the last section which we have discussed on welfare economics, and this is in which we are combining the value judgment about equity or distributive justice with economic efficiency or Pareto optimality. So we have joined together the value judgment, that is what is good, what is bad, and consumer's preference together with the efficiency, Pareto efficiency point. So we have tried to actually culminate something on the value judgment, something on the Pareto optimality together with the Bliss point, and which is considered to be the important discussion in welfare economics. So long we have discussed the process in which the first there was in which we had only a value judgment as our base, where the PIGO was only talking about what is good, what is bad. And if you have got resources, that was good, and if you do not have resources, that is not welfare. But Pareto brought some changes in his discussion by bringing that some individual can be made better off, some individual can be made worse off, and then he brought the concept of optimality, that is the brim situation and the ultimate equilibrium, efficient situation for the consumer's production and for the whole economy. Then after that Pareto brought and after that we got the new welfare economics of Kaldor and Hicks and Stratosky, and which is talking about the compensation principle, and it is telling that it is possible that there is a change and there some people is doing good, some people is not doing good, but still there is a welfare, and they have explained it. Now after this we get the Bliss point discussion, in which the compensation principle brought a new meta, in which it is the Bliss point, which is considered the ultimate equilibrium situation, taking into consideration the value judgment and also the Pareto efficiency together. So that's what we have talked about, the different drawbacks, the Pareto efficiency and other welfare economics concept.